Hello, my name is Dr. Catherine Shin, and I'm Assistant Professor of Clinical Occupational Therapy here in the Chan Division, and I serve on the admissions team. I'm excited to speak to you today to address the commonly asked question, how can I improve my application for the post-professional clinical doctorate program? The PP-OTD program contains 5 application components: the letters of recommendation, a resume or curriculum vitae, a personal statement, transcripts, and English proficiency requirements if indicated. I'll offer some insight to help strengthen each part of your application. First, we require 3 letters of recommendation that can be from an academic or professional reference. You can ask a previous professor, manager, supervisor, practitioner, or any professional that knows you well. We encourage you to request recommendations from people who are not only familiar with your capabilities and accomplishments, but who can also speak to your qualities and traits that align with the PP-OTD. Some examples of these qualities include, but are not limited to, professionalism, leadership, managerial skills, innovative thinking, critical problem solving, being self-motivated or proactive in your action, and diligence and commitment to lifelong learning. Don't hesitate to ask your recommenders to provide specific examples of instances when you've demonstrated these qualities, and if you're not confident they'll be able to do this thoroughly and thoughtfully, we advise that you ask someone else to provide the recommendation. It's always helpful to provide your recommenders with ample time to complete their evaluation through the online application system so it can be completed prior to the application deadline. Next is the resume or curriculum vitae. You have the option of selecting either a resume or a CV based on your experience. If you have more professional experience, we recommend submitting a resume. If your experience is more academic, a CV may better suit your needs. Regardless of whichever format you choose, don't forget to communicate all your skills and achievements. We will be very closely reviewing and scoring the following components, so be sure to include them all: previous academic preparation, professional expertise and leadership experience, publications or presentations, volunteer experience, community contributions, or other contributions to the OT profession. Also, don't forget to include how long you've participated in these experiences listed on your resume or CV. Be clear and accurate in your communication, and don't forget to check for any spelling or grammatical errors. Next is the personal statement. We ask that you submit a personal statement of 1,000 words or less in order to get to know you better as a professional. When writing your personal statement, try to construct a clear narrative of yourself and your leadership goals. We welcome you to show your personality in a professional manner, as we want to get to know more about you, your aspirations, and your goals. Be sure to include specifically how the post-professional doctorate program at Chan will help you achieve one or more of your goals. Again, don't forget to check for any spelling or grammatical errors. And if you can, it's always helpful to have others read your writing for feedback, continuity, and to ensure your point is getting across. Next are the transcripts. Applicants must have completed at least a bachelor's degree with a minimum GPA of 3.0 from an accredited college or university. If you have a master's degree, we'll give primary consideration of your graduate GPA over your undergraduate. While not required, we do recommend uploading a copy of your official transcripts with your online application. It is required for you to request official transcripts to be sent to USC graduate admissions directly from your institution. Make sure to do this in a timely manner to avoid any processing delays during peak admission season. Finally, if you've earned your bachelor's degree from a non-English speaking country or you're not a U.S. citizen or permanent resident, you will need to submit English proficiency examination scores. To ensure that you're able to meet the minimum requirements and your scores are verified prior to the admissions deadline, try to take your test early in your admissions process. Exams must have been taken no more than 2 years prior to your intended enrollment term. To learn more about the minimum requirements, please review the USC Graduate Admissions website. So those are some tips and recommendations when applying for the post-professional doctorate program. I hope this information was helpful for you on your application journey. But if you have any questions about the application or the program, we welcome you to contact us at admissions@chan.usc.edu. If you'd like to hear a student's perspective on what it's like to be a student in our division, our Student Ambassadors blog is also a great resource, and they can be reached at ambassadors@chan.usc.edu to answer your questions. Thank you for sharing your time with me during this video, and we look forward to reviewing your application.